Hey you guys, welcome to my Venus through Sign series. This one is for Venus through Cancer, Venus in Cancer. So if in your birth chart Venus is sitting in the sign of Cancer, this would be for you. If you don't know where your Venus is placed, you can go to any free astrology website such as astro.com. Enter all of your birth information such as the birth day, time, and location, and it's going to generate a free birth chart for you. If Venus is in Cancer, this is for you. If you don't know your exact birth time, that's fine. It'll still show you where your Venus is. You don't need to know your exact birth time for Venus. And also for some of you, your sun sign and Venus will be in the same sign. That's fine. This still applies to you, Venus in Cancer. All right, so you guys, I've already shuffled and cut the cards. So let's go ahead and begin here. Oh my goodness. It's a nosy spirit around me. I'm going to say that right now. So there's a nosy spirit around me. Not because this card has showed up in every single reading. I just feel like she is speaking directly to me. She's letting me know that she's watching me. I don't know what her intentions are, but there's a spirit, a water sign, watching me. Okay, so... also, you guys, I want to thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do resonate with you guys. So, heart of the situation, we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Five of Coins. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Chariot. Okay, so with the heart of the situation being the Queen of Swords, I'm feeling like this is the energy that is surrounding you, or that you're putting your energy into. So this could be Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. And this person is very seductive and very mysterious. Oh, and they have a tattoo on their chest like me. But I feel that this is someone that is either enlightening you, or you could be enlightening this person. This person is, I want to say very intellectual and highly spiritual, but they have a dark side. So it's like, although they have a nice persona, they are ready to fight if you cross them. So I feel like this person, they're very kind and very sweet, but they won't do anything unless you cross them. Someone has been needy or clingy or asking for something. This could be you or the person that you're dealing with. Somebody keeps asking for information, or they're asking for a sign. They're feeling hopeless without it, like they need it, like I need this to move forward. I can't move unless I have this. And I feel like somebody is stuck. Somebody is not progressing. They're stuck because they feel that they, I don't know, they need this information in order to move forward. See, it's like you're begging for information, or someone keeps begging for information from you. They're seeking enlightenment. They want some sort of clarity on something, and they feel like this person is the answer, the key to it. Now, also, I feel like there's an opportunity that could be presented to you, or there's something that you're passionate about, and you have the opportunity to pursue it, or someone might be flirting with you or will be flirting with you. I feel like this is a risk. someone could be like, this is a risk. Either it's a risk to get involved with this person, or it's a risk to pursue something that you're passionate about. You might get burned, especially if it has to do with a water sign. Yeah, so Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, like I said. This person could be psychic or intuitive, or very nurturing themselves. I feel like there's some heavy flirtation going on with this person. This person might have brown eyes. And they're very vintage in their style. They like to collect vintage items. They do like chokers. And although this is a water sign, or they have water qualities, I feel like they have Venusian qualities. They like to be pampered. They like to be spoiled. They like to have luxuries. I feel that they can hear things that other people can't hear. They can pick up on other things. They're very sensitive and very intuitive. Some of you, I feel that you could be on being very defensive. And also you might be trying to protect your grounds, because you feel like there is a spirit trying to haunt you, or there's a spirit that's around you, or you're trying to protect yourself from a spirit. But I feel overall that some of you feel like you have people that are against you, and you're feeling like, I need to take a stand, or I need to stand up for myself. So you're being very vocal, and you're drawing a line. You're not letting people cross the line, or you're not letting people enter into your space. You're like, this is my space, and I feel like I have to defend it. If you're single, this is you. I don't know, you're protective of your private or your personal space. If you're in a relationship, you're feeling like people are trying to enter that. And so you're trying to protect that relationship. You're like, I got to protect my relationship. Nobody's breaking up my home. Nobody's breaking up my relationship. So you're kind of like demanding respect, or demanding space. And I feel like there's some sort of war going on, and I feel like you might have the upper hand, but there's still like some sort of war going on. It's a battle that is taking place, whether physically, like you're getting into physical, what do you call it, confrontations with people, or spiritual, like feeling you're under a spiritual attack. So you're trying to protect yourself. And again, we have the Knight of Cups. And I do feel like there is something happening between you and the person that you're involved with, or the person that you have a crush on or have your eye on. There's something, you might have to compete. Like, you're not the only one. So you're having to stand up for what you really want and desire. You may also be dealing with someone who is also very intuitive or psychic, or like an empath. Also a very romantic person. Someone is very in tune with their feelings and expresses them. And again, we have the Cancer card. So you could definitely be dealing with a water sign, and you yourself could be very defensive and blocking people, or you are being this way towards your partner. You're being very defensive towards your partner. You don't want to be hurt. It's like you're being very protective or overprotective. And for some of you, I feel like you're being pulled in two different directions as well. And so you're having to prioritize to see what's most important to you. And what's most important is you. So you're looking out for yourself. And in order to do that, you've got to be focused. You've got to be determined. And you can't let anyone come into your space. And yeah, I just kind of feel too that you're being very protective of your feelings and your space. The following week, I feel like you have a lot of burdens to carry, or you have a lot of responsibilities, and you're feeling obligated, and you're doing everything you can to push through something. You're like fighting, like you're like, this is war, and but it's like you feel like you can only take so much. I feel like this is the final stage of something that's been going on in your life. It's either the final stage in a relationship, or it's the final stage in your personal life. If you're single and you've been going through a lot of things, you're pushing through. It's like you're not giving up. You're going to succeed. But it's still like a lot of hard work, but you're feeling passionate enough to push through. There's something that you want and desire. You have a vision, a fantasy, something that you've been daydreaming about. And I want to say, even like since childhood, like you feel like, I've always had to fight. Why have I always had to fight for what I want? But this is just part of your path. And for those of you that are in relationships, I am seeing temptation. So either you are trying to tempt someone that is already involved, or someone is trying to come in between your relationship. If you're single, overall, this is just you going after some sort of desire. But it's also having a lot of desires, and again, having to prioritize, having to take a step back to see what it is that you really want. And you got like 3 7s in here in your reading so far. So this is everything happening in divine timing. This is part of your path. Pay attention to everything that you're experiencing, because there's a lesson in it. Some of you are after an illusion too. It's not real. The thing that you're fighting for, or at least you have to question, is it real? Like, is this really important to me? Or, am I just looking at something with rose-tinted glasses? So be mindful of that. And then we have the 3 of Cups. So like I said, I feel like there's a third party involved in your relationship, or you might be after someone or with someone, and you're unaware that you are the third party. You're the temptation. And then too, for those of you that are single, the 3 of Cups is also a good sign for being social and dating and having fun. You might not really be ready to settle down, so you're just kind of having fun in these relationships, or with the person that you're with, or you're like, we're just friends, or having friends with benefits type of situation. But it's very romantic. I feel like you have share a lot of the same musical interests with this person. I feel like there's a lot of things that bind you on an emotional level. You guys are connecting. Yeah, I just feel like you guys are connecting because you share some sort of emotional bond, and that's why you're drawn to this person, especially if this is a third party situation. It's like you feel like this person just gets you. You guys can relate. You guys listen to the same music. You like the same art. You have the same desires and passions. So, and you feel like you deserve to be with this person, or this is how this person feels about your partner. I'm showing too that there is some unfinished business. There's a lesson to be learned from this. I want to say that this is happening because it's meant to. And I know people don't like to hear that when I mention things about third parties and things of that sort, but it is a part of the journey. It's to get you to recognize something or to realize your calling or your worth. There's some sort of unresolved issue that has been carried over from a past life, and it keeps resurfacing in this life. And these are opportunities being given to you to resolve it. And really, the issue is within yourself, though. There's something within yourself that needs to be resolved. And that's why these people keep coming into your life, for you to recognize, you know, something that you're dealing with on a subconscious level. Maybe you're not aware of it, and this is bringing your awareness to something. I feel like something also is going to be revealed, like secrets are going to be revealed. A friendship might be revealed. Something will come out into the open, or there's going to be some sort of announcement of some sort. And we got the Three of Wands again, so more threes. There's definitely some third party energy going on here. And also for those of you that are just dating people, I feel like you're just leaving your options open. Like you're open to the possibilities. Like you don't want to make a decision just yet because you're so open to how things could go with this person, or you're finding that you have shared things in common with all of these people. So you're like, well, I don't know who to settle on. Or you could find yourself in as that other person, like the person that you're interested in that's dating all these other people. They're trying to decide who it is that they want to be with because they share so many common interests with all of you. And it's like, how do I pick? How do I choose? And for some of you, you're settling for an open relationship, or at least for now. You're like, well, you know, maybe they'll see that we have the most in common, or that we really belong together. And so I'm going to go with it for now. Like you're very aware that they're dating other people. So it's kind of like open relationships. And for some of you, it is just open relationships. It's like polygamy, or you're polyamorous, or you're dealing with someone who's polyamorous. Or maybe you're discovering, or someone is revealing to you that, hey, I'm poly. You know, do you still want to be on board? So in that final relationship, that week, not final relationship, but in that last week in November, I feel like you're finding that you have something in common with a fire sign. So it could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person is very dominating and controlling and mysterious. They tell you all type of secrets. This person could be heavy into like esoteric wisdom and knowledge. And they're very passionate about their beliefs. And I feel like you guys have a mutual attraction to one another. You're just like, oh, wow, you know, this is a good connection here. So you could, or the person that, you know, had been dating, maybe they do decide that maybe you guys have the most in common. I'm not going to say there is a settling down just yet, but there is finding that common ground and finding that you guys really do click. You guys really do connect on a certain level. There's a strong physical attraction with this person as well. And somebody studies martial arts, and they're teaching you secrets of martial arts, or they're a huge fan of martial arts, and they're, you know, like really heavily into that. You guys might have that thing in common, like you're connecting on something. There's something that's going to stand out, that stands them out from the crowd, or that causes you to stand out from all the others. So there's going to be some strong connection, and I feel like you're going to really kind of be taking it more serious. Like, I feel like you're reviewing things, and you're thinking about how can we work this out, or how can we, I feel like you're like deeply analyzing something, and you're taking your time trying to figure out how to make something work, how to make something materialize. There's something that you're going over and over. You're studying hard too. You're really carefully, if you're the one that's dealing with multiple people, you're just really trying to figure out, like, how do I come to this conclusion or this decision? And I feel like with the Tower here, something very unexpected is going to take place that causes you to see something that you weren't seeing at first. Like, you keep missing a mark, something that you keep overlooking or missing, and this is something's going to happen that's in your face. But even so, with the I'm sorry, I said 3 of coins. This is actually the 8 of coins. But I feel like the same thing applies here because you got both the 8 and the 3 of coins. And in both of these pictures, they're really trying to figure out things. They're very focused and analyzing some things that are very complicated. You might find yourself in a complicated situation or relationship, especially with a co-worker for some of you. It's like a love triangle at your place of work, and I really feel like this person is focused on that triangle. So for some of you, you're writing something down too. You're trying to preserve something or make something permanent. Like, I don't know if you're setting goals or a vision board. There's something that you're trying to do to make something a permanent situation. And I feel like you're very skilled at something, and you're like, okay, it has to go this way. Some of you, you have to you work at a place that requires attention to detail, such as decorating or sculpting or writing. There's something that you're doing that it takes a lot of detail, because I see you're carving things out. Let me kind of clarify the Tower, and then I'm going to wrap this up. Okay, so I got the Ace of Cups. So you might receive some sort of offer that you can't refuse, and you weren't expecting it. It's like it really caught you off guard. So it could be realizing that you were attracted to someone that you didn't see in that light at first, or that someone has been attracted to you, or someone showing you like, hey, I'm interested, and especially someone from your workplace, or belonging to a group, some sort of small network circle. Like if you belong to a knitting group, or if you belong to a swimming group, you know, just whatever this group is. Or like I said, co-worker, there's someone that you find out that is interested in you, and this is kind of falling in love unexpectedly. And for some of you, it is realizing that you didn't love yourself, and now you're learning how to love yourself, because you're realizing that was the problem all along. You're like, oh, I didn't realize, you know, I thought I loved myself, but by me doing this, I wasn't loving myself. I wasn't taking care of myself. Now I realize it. Now I realize my mistake. So I just kind of feel like you're coming to some sort of realization about self-love, or someone is coming to you with how they feel. Alright, so you guys, remember, this has been a general reading. I hope it did resonate. Remember, for private readings, you would email to matt76@gmail.com. That information is in the description box below. Make sure you guys are leaving your comments, and that you're liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank all of you guys for your love and support. Many blessings to you all.